Yeah, sight unseen, first time on this section, Joe and I. So we have no idea where the obstacles are, where the bumpy, scrapey action's gonna be. We got about 9 miles of this. So buckle up. Woo! Nice. A lot of birds out here.
Go. That's a pretty looking little fish. So, number 2, about the same size. Yep. Yeah, he's small. There we go.
We're gonna hit a few, that's for sure. There we go. A little bit of an obstacle course. Killing a snake and eating it for dinner? That's got to be on a video. Whoa! There. What's the correct word for mating? Spawning? I don't know. Spawning. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on right here.
Euharlee?
Euharlee?
All right, we're doing a section of Etowah, which is below Lake Allatoona.
Right, Etowah River. This is the lower section, down below Lake Allatoona. Down below Lake Allatoona.
Psychic Joe and I, we're ready to go. We're putting in Euharlee.
Down 9 miles to Kingston. Beautiful and scenic. And then you go, bam! You got the Twin Towers up there.
So, again, below Allatoona, so the water's super clear, unlike the upper Etowah. This water
is a huge energy plant. And you can see that those things are easily 500 feet tall. You know, a little contrast, but fortunately we are going that way. Hey, there's something right down the middle here. That's the channel. Look at that. No, it's right here, Joe. I didn't even see this. Hey. Wow, right out of the gate. What a puzzle. Shoot, I don't know. What do we do? Man. Oh well, here we go.
Yep.
Right down the middle. That was weird. Yeah, sight unseen, first time on this section, Joe and I. So we have no idea where the obstacles are, where the bumpy, scrapey action's gonna be. We got about 9 miles of this. So buckle up. Woo! All right. Looks like a fun river. All right, Joe made it through. So this river is very close to the Etowah mounds, the Etowah Indian mounds. This was a very heavily populated Native American area. And so apparently on this river, which is mainly a bass river, we have discovered, there are a lot of these, Joe, what do you call those fish?
Fish weirs.
Fish weirs is where the rock formations in the water are set up by the Native Americans to like basically create an eddy where the fish get sucked up behind and in these rocks and makes a nice fishing pool. Taking the other route. We're going to move you to another angle. All right, that was easy. Easier than I expected. Joe, taking the left route. Yeah, you got a channel right here. Stay to the right, yeah. Amazing how easy we see it when we're down here. You know, that's definitely one of those fish weirs we were talking about. You can see how the stones have been placed all the way across. That's a fish weir. Yeah, no doubt. And then organized. You got a little chute there, a little chute here. That's cool. The Cherokee? Is this the Once again, here we are. Another set of shoals, this time with a big island in the middle. I saw this on Google Earth. It's a very long island, kind of like an island ford. But we have no idea, again, which way to go. You got, in my opinion, it looks like the majority of the water goes to the right. But first appearance, looks like a lot more rocks on the right, so who knows? I'm leaning, I'm going left. And if we can't get far, we could always come back. Over there, it looks like if you're gonna do it to the right, you wanna be far right on the bank. But we shall see. It looks bumpy scrapey over here too. Huh. All right, let's find the water. Where's the water? Where is it? Yeah, I think it's on the left here. A lot of birds out here. What a gorgeous part of the river. Wow. So check this out, where we are. Look at the water line on the tree straight ahead. So they do release from Lake Allatoona, and Lake Allatoona is full currently. So this looks rather recent. I mean, that's a 4 foot, easy 4 to 5 foot rides. Imagine this area 4 to 5 feet bigger. much like the Chattahoochee lower 48. That's why this water is clean. It gets flushed out quite a bit. I don't think they release from Allatoona as much. Look how shallow it's getting here. But this water's clean, that's for sure. Gorgeous. Maybe to the left, but definitely through the middle. Now we just have to avoid the rock boulders underwater, under the whitewater here. Perfect. Spinning around. Joe's going to go to the left. Yeah, the options are definitely middle. Middle's the ideal route, but left, if you have a pretty flat bottom boat, is easy. Look how easy that was for Sidekick Joe. So 2 easy solutions there. Found this little side creek, and it looks like springs in Central Florida. It's so clear, and there's huge bass swimming around underneath. we've been paddling over people. Oh my goodness, look at those fish right there. We can see them clear as day. Okay, that's crazy. This is the clearest water I've seen, and there's huge bass swimming under our boats. With Panther Martin, the orange red fly, and caught a lot of fish with this guy, but clearly the Etowah clan, they don't care. I'm not sure what bridge this is. They're usually marked, but not so today. Swallows are active. They have all their little clay homes underneath the ridge of the bridge. You can't see them, but they're... What's that? Yeah, there's about 1,000 swallows flying above me. Good news is they eat all the bugs. Bad news is they poop on you. Look at all the swallows. They're everywhere. You gotta watch out so you don't get pooped on. They eat all the bugs, that's good news. But you gotta cover your beer, make sure you have a hat on. Sidekick Joe just got nailed. So this is the old Hardin Bridge landing. Hey, what do you guys catch out here? I mean, we've seen an absolute ton, and they're not biting. I mean, I don't know, we've used cranks, we've used spinners, we've used the worms.
go. That's a pretty looking little fish. So, number 2, about the same size. Yep. Yeah, he's small. There we go.
All right. Made it down to the pretty much the signature part of this trek, Garden. Ran into some locals up the way, and they were like, "This is really cool." So we'll see. Sort of looks like, you know, the shoals that you see at Copper Shoals and Island Ford. We shall see what this turns up. These are more jagged and sort of more vertical rocks, not rounded off. That's kind of neat. This is cool. It's like navigating a minefield. Because just all the rocks we see, but then there's so many that are just 2 inches underwater. Like Joe's hitting right now. Yeah, this is a challenge right here. So it drops off up here. Where do we go? That's the question. Okay, where are we gonna go? Where's the outlet? Haha! Interesting. Man, it almost looks like it is far left over there, but there's gotta be an escape route here.
I think we gotta go this way.
Oh, I scraped a rock, bummer.
I'm gonna try going through this middle here. Yeah, committed. It was bumpy, but we made it.
So the difference is, Psychic Joe's got a fishing vessel with a flat hull, flat bottom. Mine is more of a vertical shape and deeper in the water, so he can scoot over, 6 inches of water basically, where I'll hit. And then when I hit, it sways me to the left or the right. So, interesting. I did not see how he made it through. I probably should have watched. All right, I'm thinking it's right here. All right, that's it, right in the middle. There we go. We're gonna hit a few, that's for sure. All right. All right, we made it down to the signature part of this trek, the rock garden. And for these parts, it's pretty unique considering today the whole river was pretty much, rock free for that. Down here is beautiful, it's gorgeous. Similar to some of the shoals we have, Copper Shoals, Island Ford, except for these are smaller, bulkier rocks. So it's a different experience. It's pretty cool actually. We made it through the middle.
Beautiful spot to hang out.
So once again, Etowah River delivers. Woo-hoo!
Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Cue the race car. Yeah, that's a rock field over there. Look at the fish weir. Check it out. That's a big old fish weir that we talked about Native Americans building years and years ago, hundreds of years ago. Look at that. All the way, it's a big horseshoe basically. that a block right there? How about to the right? Oh, you know what? Far right is open. There we go. A little bit of an obstacle course. man, that's our campsite. That's pretty steep. Like killing a steak and eating it for dinner. That's got to be on a video. Oh, you did. I did not film that. I unfortunately was not filming at the time. But huh? Oh, you were in it. Yeah, you were in it at the beginning. Like when I first saw you, when I was talking to you guys at the boat launch. You're in that. You're on it right now. Say what up? What up? These guys, man, red, white, and blue. Yeah. Nathan and Kayden. All right, guys. Well, I'll definitely I'll hit you up on. So check out the video. Come out in a few weeks. You know, I appreciate it. A new subscriber on the river. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Well, hey man, it's good meeting you guys. Check out the video. You'll enjoy it. This is where all the action is in that lower section right here. That's about a 2-foot drop off right here. I'm thinking it's over there to the left. It looks like it's a pretty good drop off. It's like a ledge right here. You got a rock right away. Oh man, get ready. All right. Doing all right. How about you guys? Nice. Well, this is definitely the funnest part of this river is the lower half. Lower third, really. I mean, it's just action-packed all of a sudden. There are huge fish, like just like salmon, swimming up river into the current. And hopefully we can get some on video, but I mean, it's weird. They're migrating up the river. What the heck? Just trying to catch. Was that the fire tiger?
No, this is the red worm.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know if they're into the eating as much as they are moving up the river. It's like there's an osprey up there. It's right there. Just happened. They're swimming up this river in a very shallow section with rocks. I mean, there's so many fish in here. We have no idea. It's crazy. I mean, we even see an osprey for the first time all day, obviously, because there's a ton of fish here. Friggin' alligator under the water. Look at that, right there. Center left.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like there's literally an alligator under the water. And we've seen multiple things like this, and we can't figure out if they're swimming up the river or they're eating. But, oh yeah, you're right. Oh my God. So Psychic Joe just threw his worm out there in the middle of this feeding frenzy, and we still can't catch something. The journey continued. Let's see him below the boat already. It's crazy. Let's see if we see some jump right in front of us. Right there. What's the correct word for mating? Spawning? I don't know. Spawning. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on right here. And they're really not interested in biting bait, but the whole area, I see them everywhere. Oh my God, right behind Psychic Joe, you saw that. Yeah, they're laughing at us now. They're on Love Street as far as they're concerned. They're all on Love Street right now. They are not interested in eating anything other than themselves in an affectionate sort of way. All right, we're coming to the end. We're close. Where is it? It might be right down the middle. or hard right. I'm gonna go hard right. All right, straight ahead the bridge, and the boat launch is just before the bridge on the left. Nice. You know what? That trek really ended up being a pretty awesome trek. First part was pretty slow, but if you're going to do this, you would hope the second half would be the fastest part anyway, and the funnest, and it was. That was awesome.
We hit. Not too bad though.
All right, another big day. Awesome adventure section on the Etowah River we have not done before. We're hoping to do more. Check out my Etowah River playlist, because we've covered about 30 miles above Lake Allatoona, and now we've done the first 9 miles below Lake Allatoona. We plan on doing more. It's fun. And again, they have nice boat launches on both ends of this stretch. Make it real easy. All right. Thanks for watching.